The career journey of Sue and Norm. Back in the day when they first got married and started their careers, Sue was a candy striper at a local nursing home, and Norm was enlisted in the National Guard, spending some of his time building bridges and the rest of his time selling financial services. When their family began to grow, Sue began cleaning houses, and Norm entered the printing industry. Sue then began to work at a furniture store where her passion for decorating and interior design began. And Norm began to put his artistic ability into practice by hand-painting signs and pinstriping cars. In the late 70s, they starting to dream about becoming entrepreneurs. Sue with her home decorating and Norm with his graphics and printing services. Sue then took her interior design career to the next level by joining Home Interiors and Gifts and selling home decor through in-home demonstrations. And Norm took his artistic career to the next level by starting his own graphic design business called New Life Graphics. They both excelled in these areas for most of their careers. Sue as she built her successful sales team and became a national trainer in Dallas, Texas. Norm with his storefront business in town doing what he loves, and eventually expanding their retail presence to include a training center for Sue.
Hi, Sue and Norm. A little birdie told me that you're retiring. I know you told me that, Sue, but I really can't believe you're ever going to retire. I just want to say thank you for your friendship. I met you in 1987, and 3 years after that was the most important time in my life when you shared Jesus with me. And I want to thank you for that. Because of that, it changed my life. And you and Norm have been such a blessing to not only myself, but our family. And also your family has been a blessing to us. Carrie, the kids, Kirsten and her children. And I just want to thank you for being that friend. And I know God sent you into our lives. So I wish you well. I wish you every blessing. And I'll talk to you soon. Love you guys.
Then both of their girls finished their schooling and officially became empty nesters. Sue eventually left Home Interiors and Gifts and joined Home and Garden Party to continue expanding her career. And Norm sold his graphics design business and bought a sign company and named it Signs and Wonders to expand on his career. They then decided to sell their home in Massachusetts and the sign business, relocate to Florida and work together for Home and Garden Party. They continued to work hard, loved their new home and enjoyed their time in Florida for many years, while also adding being landlords to their resumes. After many prayers and discussions, they felt led to change gears in their career, sell their home in Florida and move to North Carolina, and start a new career together in senior living care, which became a passion that would take them through the next 14 years of their career. Here are some words from their dear friends Sandy and Joe. History with Norm and Sue in senior living. Created by God's amazing grace. Our initial contact with Norm and Sue occurred in August of 2009. The interview went very well, their enthusiasm was infectious. They immediately accepted the position as co-managers, and from there it was history. During that time, Norm and Sue accomplished more than anyone could ever have hoped for. Norm and the team installed curtains in the entire dining room. He added a chair rail to the dining room wall and built us a Bullwinkle head that we added to the front of our community bus for the Wake Forest Christmas parade. Sue decorated everything in the entire community one day at a time. They were totally amazing. In 2010, Beth joined the team as the community sales leader. At that time our team became even stronger, and the friendships grew stronger as well.
I met Norman Sue in May of 2010. We became instant friends because Sue taught me about wigs, she taught me about jewelry, she taught me about pillows. We just became instant friends. And then Norm, my hero, taught me lots about red wine and power tools. So, you know what? I have to say to you that I've never met a couple that has meant more to me in my life than these two. And I love them to pieces, and I cherish their love and friendship. And here's more to red wine and power tools.
In 2012, they decided to take a position in Massachusetts to be closer to their daughter and her family. And then in 2014, they had the opportunity to become managers in Omaha, Nebraska. In 2015, they moved back to North Carolina as on-call managers and lasted until October 2023, when they decided to retire from the senior living world. The amazing friendships created with Norm, Sue, Joe, Sandy, and Beth have remained strong through the years. We will always be important parts of each other's lives, and we thank God each and every day for the bonds we share. Congratulations on officially being retired. Although we know you have some plans in the works to keep yourselves busy. Enjoy your retirement. You've worked so hard to get here. Sue and Norm, Mom and Dad, Mimi and Papa. We love you. And cheers to many happy years ahead.